So in our previous class we discussed about creating a MySQL logistics company database. We discussed we can install AMPs, XAMPPs, MySQL Workbench, these kind of softwares to do so. But let's say you don't want to install anything. So there is this website called freedb.tech. You can create an account here. Okay. So you will go to freedb.tech and from here you will create an account. It was asking for email verification, which I have done, and here you can see you can create two free databases. Okay, free databases are temporary and auto delete after 7 days. So obviously for 7 days you can practice. Now see, here we are creating a database. Okay, and you can see one database is now created, and this is the database. How to log into this database, how to create a table or something, and it deletes in 6 days. So you can see it has given us a host, user and password. Okay, now there is another website called phpmyadmin.freedb.tech. Okay, so this particular website is an online PHP MyAdmin. This is a local PHP MyAdmin where you have your tables and everything. And this is an online PHP MyAdmin. So here you need to enter your server. So our server host is this particular host, sql.freedb.tech, and you also have your username, which we will enter here, and you also have your password. So you will enter here, and if you log in, technically it will give you PHP MyAdmin on the go. You need to just open and you can see, and this is the new database that it has created. Obviously this database name is something different, but it doesn't matter. So the step where we discussed about creating logistic company database, the step where we wrote this line, create database, and obviously there is a mistake here. I will fix it. Here we have created logistics DB, so use logistics DB. Next, this line will be skipped because we have already created the database, and now you can create tables like this. Okay, you can copy and create tables like this. So in this database you can come here and go to SQL, copy your database. So we have this database called northwind.sql. So here is the Northwind traders database that we talked about, with category, customer, employee, order and so on. From here I will, so see, this is a local. So from here I am exporting a database. At the time of exporting, you can select different formats, CSV, JSON, LaTeX, but we select SQL and we simply click export. This gives us northwind.sql, this file. So this file opens with VS Code in my case, whatever default ID you have. Now in this database you can see PHP MyAdmin SQL dump. This means that it is a SQL dump. That means it is downloaded from a live database. It is telling you version. It is giving you PHP MyAdmin.net, host information, SQL mode and everything. These lines are not important for you. Important for you is from here. I am just telling from here. So what is happening? Create table categories and then insert some dummy records into categories. Okay, like insert into categories, category ID, category name, description and picture. So you will insert beverages, condiments, confections and so on. So when this table was created, 4 columns were added: category ID, category name, description and picture. These 4 columns were added. Now when you are trying to insert data into categories, here category ID, category name, description and picture. So you are saying insert into categories, and what do you want to insert? We want to insert these 4 columns. Then you will write values, and then in each bracket you will write these values, comma separated values, because category ID is an integer, so it will be written without any double quote or single quote. Varchar, text, all these values will be written with single or double quote because these are strings. Now what is the need of transferring this database? So what happens is we build applications in localhost. Okay, for example, today I was creating this application, uh, that is investment AI. Okay, so this investment AI, obviously it will ask you for your email address and all. So whatever information is stored here, or this school application that we are building. So in this school application, you can see, we can sign in, we can see dashboard and all. So it is currently in localhost, but if we want this application online, we want people to test this application, to actually use this application, so we have to host it on a server, and that's what this freedb.tech is providing us. It is providing us a server. Okay, currently we are now online, this is offline, this is online. It has given us a host, a user and password, and again, to create database, to create tables, everything we need a UI, and that's why it has given us php myadmin.freedb.tech UI as well. So whenever you will create a database, it will give us host, user and password with which we can log in into php myadmin.freedb.tech. And when you will log in here, now you have options to import data. But before importing data, what we are doing here is we are understanding what this data is. So create table categories, and now one by one we are inserting categories. In the similar way, create table customers. Now in every customer table we have customer ID, company name, contact title, address, city, region, their postal code, country, phone and fax. So in a create table, and if any one of you is not understanding, obviously we discussed create table commands in the previous class, so you can watch that. Now here you are creating that, and now you are inserting these 91 customers. So these are like 91 customers that we are inserting. Okay, then create table employees and inserting 9 employees. So every, and this is just a view. Obviously create table M manager, create table London ke customers, this is just a view, but because those views were also created in our local database, so it is loaded. So I will provide this SQL file, you will copy that and just paste it here and click go. So now what it will do is, it will, and I am saving from here, so that you just copy that and you just hit go. So this way you will create, and you can see access denied. So create algorithm. So what is happening is, for some of these commands we are unable to execute some of the commands, but you can see most of the data is now loaded here. So in categories we have data. Okay, similarly in other tables like customers we have data, and because it is on cloud, because it is on a free server, so you can see all the data is correctly inserted there. If you will reload, you will be able to see all the tables. Okay, you will be able to see all the information. So this is how you can create a test database. So in this case, you can see we did not install any software, we did not install any server. All we are using is free, but the limitation is it will be live for 6 days only. So in 6 days you can learn all of this, and then maybe because two databases are there, so you can create another, and you can see storage is also 100 MB. So this is how hosting providers provide any database. Okay. Important thing, suppose you have MySQL workbench. So you can connect this data set by MySQL workbench also. If you will put these credentials in MySQL workbench, then also you can connect. Okay. So this is the simple example of how to create a free database, a free remote MySQL database using free service freedb.tech. There are many such services available, but this one, as you can see, is very easy to set up. You can try this, and then we will learn how to analyze this data.